Hey guys, Ernie here and welcome to the Paleo Hiker MD channel. I always thought it would be cool to have some kind of a lightweight and packable option to go fishing when I'm out in the backwoods. If I come to a place like this, which is just a little creek, I want to throw a line in and just see if I can catch something. Is there something out there that I can use? I've seen hobo hand lines, and I really thought something like that would be cool to carry. Now I have a travel rod, I have a travel spinning rod, I have a travel bait caster, but they're pretty bulky. For day-to-day hiking and backpacking, I don't think that they're really that convenient unless fishing is one of the primary objectives of your trip. Well, this year for Christmas, I got this. It's the Kabar Kaster. It's a hand line, and we're gonna check it out today, so stay tuned. Let's see if we can catch some fish. I do want to mention one thing that's a little different with this video than most of my review videos. I have a pretty standard policy that if I'm going to review something, I need to use it at least 4 or 5 times. I like to use it for several weeks at least before I review it online. I think it's best to get some experience with something before you go say that it's good or not. But I have never used this. In fact, I have never used a hand caster in my life, and I thought, let's do something a little bit different with this video. Not just take a look at it, see if it works, but how easy is it to try to work with it? How easy is it to catch fish with it? I mean, if you're just gonna put this in your survival kit, for example, you've never really used it, can you actually just get it out there and catch a fish? Let's find out. Let's take a close look at this product. So here it is, really simple construction. You've got a handle, which basically is very similar to the Marine Corps K-bar that they put out. Same kind of grip. I have that particular knife, it's very nice. It's made out of what they call Ultramid. I mean, it is super strong plastic. This thing's definitely not gonna break. And it only weighs about 1/4 pound, okay? That's with nothing in it. Up here, this is just a line holder. It just clips on so that you won't lose your line. It just clips right on there. If you undo this inside, you've got a little area to hold your baits and stuff. Let me show y'all what I have in here. I've got 2 bobbers, and I've got some plastic baggies in here. I've got some worm hooks. I've got some split weights that I can put on. I've got some little jig heads. What else we got in here? I've got a little bag of plastic jigs, basically little bodies, okay? Different sizes, different colors. And then I have an inline spinner, black inline spinner, and a very small crankbait, okay? So you can hold quite a bit in here. We're gonna start really simple, and we're gonna try to use just a bobber with one of these little grubs. So let me get this thing going. I will mention 2 other things to you guys before I show you how I set this up. The dimensions are 6 1/4 inches by basically 2 1/4 inches. It will not rust, crack, and this thing does float. Even with the stuff inside, it will still float. Now what I've done here is I've got a little jig head with a grub. I wanted to make sure it sank good because I have a lot of current. There's been a lot of rain, so I put a little split shot, and I have a bobber just so I can see. This is how we're gonna start. Let's see if we can catch something. All right, so I've never even done this before, so it should be interesting. Now I know that there are fish in this general area. I've come out here before. Never had a lot of luck catching any. Let's see. All right, it's not too hard to reel in, so that's kind of nice. I think my action will be, if I get a bite, instead of trying to yank, I think I'll yank like that and try to set the hook like that. You know what, we're gonna move, and then if this doesn't work, we're gonna get our little trowel out and try to find some worms or something live to see if we can catch them like that. Last time I was here, I caught a sunfish and a little largemouth. Little. So the way to cast it, you guys can see, just hold it like this, and then you're just gonna throw it out, and it works pretty well. Goes out there. This is an inline spinner, so you're just gonna bring it like this, and it's a very easy to actually use. I thought it would be a little bit more of a pain to reel in and stuff. I'm gonna show y'all one quick tip. So when you're using it, put this like this so that you have nowhere to go other than there. It won't wrap underneath, just like that. And I'll show you guys, I'll cast out and you can see how easy it is to reel it in. just slowly reel it in. Just like that. Pretty simple. We're reeling it in. Obviously you need to set the hook a lot of times, so what I would plan to do is if I'm going, I just pull like that, and you'll be able to set the hook really easily. You go and pull, and that's going to allow you to set that hook. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the other spot. I'm going to try a little bit more with the spinner, see if I can catch anything. Otherwise, it's still been a very good experiment with the Kabar caster. I'm sitting here watching this as I edit, and I think, you guys probably think I'm not going to catch a fish. You probably think that I'm not going to catch a fish during this video with this Kabar caster. Well, let me tell you something. You stick to the end, and you're going to see me catch a fish. Guaranteed. Well, I did a quick look around, and I really did not see any worms, which is a bummer. So what I'm going to do is tie on a colored grub, give that a try. If not, we'll call it a day. This is right where I saw that fish. And it got excited when it got hung up on the tree. And now I'm really hung up on the tree. It's probably going to get real excited. This is probably going to be the end of fishing right here, guys, because this thing is El Stucco good. So, even though we didn't catch anything, let's sit down and talk about the Kabar caster real quick. Tell you guys what I think. Well, there's a reason they call it fishing and not catching. It's because you don't always catch stuff. But today's experiment was a success in my book for several reasons. First of all, we're able to use the Kabar caster. It's very easy to use. I thought it would be kind of fiddly to use and hard to keep the line onto the spool itself, but it wasn't at all. It has quite a bit of capacity, and you're able to bring quite a few different things. If you combine it with a very small tackle box, I think it will be even more flexible, obviously, because you have more things to choose from. The bottom line is I'm convinced I could easily catch fish in the right environment. If I had a lot of bluegill and they were feeding, I could easily catch them with this caster. The question that I had going into this video was simple. Is this just kind of a gimmick, something Kabar puts out and it's not really useful? Or is this something that I can actually carry with me on trips? And I think it's definitely going to have a place in my regular kit. I love hiking through the woods here in Louisiana. I often come upon creeks like this, even smaller creeks that have little bitty fish. And I always thought it would be great to have something that I could try to catch them just for fun. I throw them back. Very lightweight option, very functional, a lot of fun to use. Takes a little bit of getting used to it first, but within 10 or 15 minutes I had the hang of it. And I think if I would have got a good bite, I would have hooked that fish. All right, so hopefully I'm gonna catch a fish here. I decided, well, I'm gonna try to catch one with this thing. So I'm back at my house here in my pond, so maybe I'll catch one out here. All right, this is the last try. I found a worm in the garden. They don't want a worm. They don't want anything. Something's going after it. Come on, eat it. He wants it. Set the hook. Got it. Oh, I actually caught something. I think I still have it. Can't tell. No, I don't think I do. Oh, yeah, I do. Still got it. What's up? Caught me a little bluegill. Finally caught something with this handline. Definitely works like I told you guys. It's a little bitty bluegill. So I think definitely if I went and dug out more worms, I could probably catch more fish. So with that one, what I did was I could see him start to mess with it. And the one's messing with it right now. You just wait until it's submerged, and then I yanked and I set the hook, and that hook was in good. It wasn't going anywhere. Something's going after it. Something wants to eat it. I got 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 it. I think. Yep, I got something. Another little bluegill. Oh, look at that, huh? That's awesome. These guys have these spikes that will get you now. He inhaled this thing. Ooh, calm down. Little bluegill. So, the handline does work. Oh! He gone. Guys, I really appreciate you checking out the Paleo Hiker MD channel, having a lot of fun out. It is beautiful. It's the perfect time of year in Louisiana to get outside, and I'm doing it as much as I can. Do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up down below. Really helps spread things across YouTube. Hit the subscription button to make sure you don't miss any videos, and if you want to be absolutely sure you don't miss any videos, hit that ding dong bell. You'll be the first to know when I release new videos. I'm going to hike on out of here. They've done a lot of logging in and around here, so the Wild Azalea Trail is feeling pretty bare these days. Thankfully, they've allowed these areas in and around the creeks to be left alone, so they still have some nice coverage here. Nice big hill over here. I keep coming out to this area, and I've come even farther this time, and it is the perfect place for an overnight. Lots of trees to hang my hammock. There's no dead trees overhead. It's a really, really safe area, so definitely going to come out here soon. As always, guys, I appreciate you checking out the Paleo Hiker MD channel. Hope you enjoyed a look at the Kabar Kaster. Stay tuned for more videos here on Paleo Hiker MD.